to speak this morning at this school on this very special day near the confines of the beautiful library room. Thank you, Horizon Science Academy, for having us and for opening your doors to enable us to partner with you over the last year, today, and for years to come. I must take the time to express my gratitude and thanks to Mrs. Jamie Riley, the school's director, her staff, and the powers to be at Concept Schools Incorporated for their vision, diligence, and commitment to academically preparing our most valuable asset, the youth of today, for the complex and cumbersome world of tomorrow. Ms. Riley reached out to us in our infancy as a foundation. It was only a few months prior that Nicole and I created our annual grant program, adequately titled the From Failure to Promise K-12 Educators Grant. Its purpose is to help K-12 educators to move students forward in literacy, math, science, and technology. With great confidence, we know that Horizon Science Academy, Dayton Elementary, will move students in this community from failure to promise and literacy. We've worked together to manifest the life of books, reading, and literacy into the walls and halls of this school. This accomplishment helped to spark and fuel our fortitude to transform our sole proprietorship into a 501c3 corporation, equipped with a board of directors and an executive team. We will award 4 more educators this year, 8 educators in 2014, and 12 educators in 2015 and beyond, with From Failure to Promise K-12 educators grants. As we celebrate this day, I can't help but to be overjoyed by the collective synergy and the wondrous contributions of concentrated energy, determination, creativity, vision, and selflessness, all for all who have taken a role, whether it be through word or deed, to make this day and this very special library a reality for the students at Horizon Science Academy Dayton. The amazingly gifted and talented students at this fine school would never have an opportunity to meet Mrs. Doris Jean Moore on this side of heaven. However, I am pleased to know that they can and will know of her generosity, her kindness, her compassion, her intelligence, and her determined existence that she graced this earth with through the embodiment and the dedication of the library. This day is a day like no other day. A day in which a promise from a son to a mother is fulfilled. A promise that has the potential to bless thousands upon thousands of young people coming behind her in this community. As a father of 4 young boys, I am no stranger to the thoughts and some of the words that come out of the mouth of K through 6th grade children. I can imagine some of the sayings and the inquiries and remarks that some of the grade schoolers may have as they pass the library and go into it. Ooh, I like her hat. She was so pretty. Who was she? What did she do? She must have done something great. Let's Google her. If you were to Google the name Doris Jean Moore, you would find some of the information that I am sharing with you today. But she was much more than a quick perusal on a search engine. She operated and made most of her contributions in an era prior to the fanfare of Facebook, Twitter, Skype, and YouTube. But not so early of a day or an era or a time that she could not relate to the youth of today. Not too long ago, Mrs. Doris Jean Moore was also a young child growing up in Dayton, Ohio, facing several of the same challenges that many of the students of this very fine school face. At a time when gender, race, social class, and zip code appeared to have a cascading effect on one's potential, Doris Jean, referred to by the nickname Dory, as scribed by several of her classmates in her Dunbar High School Class of 67 yearbook, was poised and determined to someday rise above her surroundings and to be a blessing to everyone whom she encountered. She received her higher education from Wright State University in the pre-med sciences and worked for the state of Ohio in several capacities. She later decided to pursue the joy of being a mother, a wife, and an entrepreneur. Even though her occupational path veered from the sciences, her commitment to engaging others in learning, reading, and achievement never wavered. Doris Jean rose from the failure of an immoral society plagued by laws that prohibited racial and gender equality. She overcame the failure of a broken economic system in which fatherless children were left to the devices of food pantries, missionary groups, and simply longing for much more. The stigma of being measured as not enough, not good enough, from over there, or from that side of town, served as an impetus for her desire to motivate her children to achieve what is beyond the stars. She believed in the promise of education, the promise of benevolence, the promise of desire, and the promise of one's own self-will and personal determination. Most importantly, Mrs. Doris Jean Moore shared the belief that most, if not all of us, share the premise that every child on every continent deserves the right to a promising future. I was once asked by one of my mentees, Doc, what is the value of beliefs without action? I responded by saying 2 words: good intentions. This library is evidence that we've gone beyond good intentions. We have embarked upon a new day here at Horizon Science Academy Dayton. We want the students of Dayton Horizon Academy to know that Dr. C. Moore Associates Incorporated and the Moore family has more than good intentions and well wishes for them. We are committed to ensure that each student has the opportunity to reach their full potential in literacy and foresee themselves on the path to being equipped to change the world and the world around them for the better. In closing, I am more than honored to be an ambassador of my mother's memory and a partner of this fine school in and beyond the dedication of the Mrs. Doris Jean